Hello everyone. With Navratri going on, I'm sure you all have lots of invitations to visit your family and friends for Haldi Kumkum and to see Navratri Gumbes. So I'm getting ready for the same here. And in this box, we have temple jewelry for Bharatanatyam that Shreya used to learn when she was very little. Now this box and this jewelry is hardly used, and I feel it's so important to make the most of anything that we have at home. So today I thought, why not make a necklace to wear with one of these hair decorations that is used on either side of your head, on your hair. I have some pearls and these little decorations, golden color, that I'm going to combine, creating a pattern. Simple and very easy way that you can just reuse whatever you have at home to create something new. I have used normal white thread to hold the beads and attaching a little circle piece to start and to finish off. This is a thick version of thread which will hold the piece nice and strong. Now this will go around the neck, which will actually not be seen behind your hair, but if you have gold chain to fit around, then you can use a gold chain. Attaching both the chains to the headpiece, which is now a pendant, nice and firm. A perfect and beautiful, elegant looking South Indian style necklace cum choka that you can match with your sarees or salwar kameez suit. With the pendant being heavy, it might drop off, not holding on to your neck, for which you can use the eyelash glue, which will be perfect and also safe on your skin. Now, many of us have these big border sarees that become quite difficult if planning to pleat up the saree with its look and appearance. And also these double or big border sarees were trending a few years back, but not anymore. Simple, thin border looks good now. So for such sarees, what we can do is, of course, iron them to give a good glow, uplifting the look instantly. And also it will be a lot easier to drape the saree after ironing. Dining table is one of the easiest support to iron the big, long 6-yard saree easily, and is also good on your back as well with your posture. Now, with this double border saree, I'm planning to make very small pleats, in which way the border will automatically start to look small and covered, and the small pleats on your pallu is quite trending now. I hold small section and use my fingers to fold the fabric in small frills, and the best way to get the frills is using both the hands passing on the fabric and the other holding on the fabric with pleats in place. Once you get to this point, immediately pin it up straight away. Do not worry about the pleats and the neatness at this point. Securing it with a pin and then hold the top section, giving it a good shake, makes each and every pallu come to its place, well, almost, and then place a weight like a container that will hold the pinned section, in which way you will get to the next point with the pleats in place. This way I continue to pin at 1 arm distance and then to check the length. I'm happy with it. Now the front section, spreading the saree slightly, just opening it up and then keeping the same on the table to get it ironed. With the small pleats, it becomes important to iron it down, in which way the pleats will not look opened up here and there. This way, even an old saree, which is old-fashioned, now can be tweaked to wearing it in a new way, with small pleats and having a small border. If you're planning to make pleats for your saree, it's always easier pleating them beforehand before you drape the saree and keeping it ready, in which way it's a lot easier, saving up a lot of time. And you can also see there's a lot of neatness with the pleats if done earlier. Working on a table is a lot easier for a good support. I have ironed the whole of the pallu after pinning and will keep the pins in place even after wearing the saree. I'm going for a haldi kumkum in a couple of days, so until then keeping it folded and then using the hanger to keep the iron section and the pallu neatly on the hanger. It's going to be lunchtime soon, so today I'm planning to make a simple Navratri thali with no onions, no garlic, not heavy on masalas, that can be prepared almost in an hour's time and can easily be digested as well. With all the fresh vegetables that I have at home, I'm planning to make methi kosamri, aloo gobi, palak tomato, apple goju, anjur bites, rice and puri. Sometimes, some days, we like to have puris made with plain flour, which is maida, and we are limiting ourselves to just 2 puris per head, for which I have 1 small cup measurement of plain flour, very little of ajwain, salt to taste, and kneading the dough with water. Adding in ajwain is good for digestion, and we love the flavor of the seeds. Covering up the dough with a wet muslin cloth, resting the dough, and we'll make the puris at the end of all cooking. I'm making methi sprouts now, for which I have half a cucumber that I peel off the skin and cut in cubes. A large amount of cucumber always tastes good in kosamri, which is basically a salad. I also add in tomatoes and fresh homemade methi sprouts. I'm going to link up a video on how I make methi sprouts at home. I add in salt and half a fresh lime. A good amount of cucumber and lime makes the kosamri taste all good. Now to make aloo gobi, I am going to chop the cauliflower into small florets, which will make the gobi taste nice and crunchy. I am using 2 medium-sized potatoes cut in cubes. In a non-stick pan, I add in a tablespoon of oil, half a teaspoon of cumin seeds, aloo and gobi together, and I sprinkle in salt, stir and cover it to get cooked faster. In the meantime, I quickly chop half a bag of spinach, which is palak leaves, with the potatoes and cauliflower nicely roasted. I add in 1/8 teaspoon of turmeric, salt to taste, and fresh lime to finish. When you're making different varieties of food, small portions of each should be just perfect. And also, with Shreya not being here, just a bowl of sabzi is what we need now. Even though Shreya ate a little portion, but every individual quantity matters when cooking. Now I'm making palak tomato palya with a teaspoon of oil and a teaspoon of mustard seeds, 1 green chili, chopped palak leaves that I saute for a couple of minutes. Adding in 2 tomatoes chopped, a splash of water, 1/8 teaspoon of turmeric, 1/4 teaspoon of coriander powder, 1/4 teaspoon of jeera powder, salt to taste, 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala. A very tasty leafy vegetable palya is all ready. And when Chotu is at home, she loves coming around for nibbles. She's making herself Nutella rolls and she's toasting it on the pan with some butter. And when she gave me a bite, it actually tasted on very much like churros, and I loved it. So I thought I should be sharing in this recipe of hers as well in this video. And now these are homegrown apples which are in full season now, that I have got another big lot from a dear friend, that I'm planning to make apple goju, which is like almost like apple sambar, you can say, for which I have cut the apples into big cubes after peeling off the skin. I'm dry roasting the masala for apple goju, a tablespoon of urad dal with a few drops of oil that I roast until it changes color. I also roast 2 dry red chilies with a teaspoon of desiccated coconut that I grind into a fine powder. Now to make sambar, with a teaspoon of oil in a pot, a teaspoon of mustard seeds, and apples that I stir in, and keeping it covered to get cooked at least for 2 to 3 minutes time. And then I add in water around half the pot, and then I add in the ground masala powder and allowing the whole to come to a good boiling point. Parallelly, I have got the rice pressure cooked as well. Now to make the fresh figs, to make the anjur bites, I chop the figs into quarters. I drizzle in honey and almond flakes. I like desserts and prefer desserts with fresh fruits and find it just perfect to take in from the natural sweetness of the fruits than the desserts or the sweet dishes with plenty of sugar and jaggery needed to make a sweet dish. Now that the goju is come to a good boiling point, I add in salt, a tablespoon of tamarind juice, jaggery, and I make a paste with around a tablespoon of rice flour and water and add it to the goju and parallelly stirring in so that it doesn't turn into lumps. By adding the rice water paste, you can see the goju turning slightly thick, which is perfect and is now ready. Making puris now to complete making all the dishes. You saw how easy it was in making a festive thali without much effort needed, with just a few simple ingredients that are almost available at home all time. Adding in finely chopped fresh coriander leaves, which Santosh just now bought from the weekly shopping. Simple home-cooked food at its best to eat with family. And now we are using just half of the dining table these days. Literally half of the dining section. Now with the day being so busy and I have been active throughout the day since morning and half of the day almost gone, it's finished, and with it being weekend, cleaning the house is must, in which way the whole week from Monday to Friday, which is quite busy, will be a lot easy. So yes, we do prefer cleaning and mopping over the weekend. Well, honestly speaking, it was me who did the dusting. My husband with the vacuum cleaner cleaning the house and Shreya with the steamer mopping the floor. And we three approximately took around 2 hours time to do the entire cleaning of the house. And now that I have my Proscenic 850T robotic vacuum cleaner, just holding the pack in my hand makes me feel like I'm going to be all happy and easy after all these years of cleaning and mopping the floor, carpet over the weekends, which actually is meant to be relaxing. And now this compact machine is going to take over all our 3 jobs. Very thankful to the one who has invented this robotic vacuum cleaner to live life more easily from now on. Just a few things in the box which is all ready that we can get started straight away. We can get it connected through the app and control and command through the app and Alexa and Google Home Voice. You can monitor the cleaning path, schedule the cleaning plan, adjust the suction level.
Yeah. And then there should be this button.
Okay, we need to take that out. Yeah, it's on, Papa. Shall I off it for now?
Turn it off.
Ah, that was
really... hold it.
Yeah, Wi-Fi on.
No, hold the house. 5 seconds.
we are super excited to have it at home. And to get started, all I do is attach the side brushes to the bottom of robot by pressing the brush into each slot. And then connect the charging dock position by plugging in, and then just set the robot to charge up. It's fully charged that I can get started to using. All I do is just press the start button with the auto mode on. The robot vacuum cleaner starts moving on its own, cleaning. The system is so well equipped with an anti-collision sensor and cliff sensor, automatically detecting obstacles and prevents collision with furniture and other objects. I let the robot pass easily so that everything right underneath the dining gets cleaned. Now there's no more bending, no more fuss, no more body aches and pains of getting the whole vacuum cleaner with its wires getting tangled into the chairs. And now parallelly I can do so many other jobs walking alongside this new fellow who is working very efficiently alongside with me. This is so cool that I can keep an eye on the vacuum cleaner and do my dishes parallelly, stacking them up in the dishwasher. And this gadget is just brilliant with its compactness and size that it can get past so easily right underneath even the tiniest of the space. And let me make you hear while it's working. Absolutely low noise level. The remote control has all the functions for an easy access, the start and stop button, to auto cleaning, to direction and clock setting, time setup, the screen which shows mode and time display. It also has the different types of cleaning modes: spot cleaning, schedule setup, edge cleaning, power levels and single room cleaning. And what I loved the most is the single room cleaning. I just press the button and leave it on its own to clean, and this single room by closing its doors, that I can easily make a butta, a corn on the cob for myself. I mean, seriously, I'm wondering why didn't we get this amazing robotic vacuum cleaner home all these years? What happens in the room is the robotic vacuum cleaner detects the carpet with its V-Boost technology, which switches to maximum suction power in order to clean it thoroughly. Both large particles and hair can be removed easily. And I am almost done roasting the corn directly on the gas by moving it in all directions. I love to smear a lot of butter and squeezing the fresh lime by applying Kashmiri red chili powder and salt. It's a very cold and windy day, and eating a butta on such days is something that I love the most. This is a true luxury that the house is getting cleaned and I get to sit and enjoy at my own pace. What happens is I'm away, but the robotic vacuum cleaner, with the charging getting low, the robot is so smartly built that it will start detecting the charging docking point to reach on its own to charge up. If it's in the vicinity, it will move more quickly. However, if the charging dock is not on the same floor, then red light indicates that we need to put it back for charging in its slot. And when I return to check, I can see the whole of the room being cleaned so well that I take it upstairs now to clean the small area which was such a struggle all this time. The space from the bed towards the window in Shreya's room. You can see the space is so difficult to get the vacuum cleaner with all its wires and its stuff. But now it's all going good. Getting my new jewelry piece in its place, and my saree goes into the wardrobe, while my robotic vacuum cleaner cleans the rest of the house with its strong suction power. With the whole house now being cleaned, time to clear the dustbin. I'm using the brush to dust off and clear. As it's a very windy and it's been raining, I can go for my walk later in the evening. Thought of finishing the whole of the cleaning with the mopping facility as well by just changing the slot and filling up the tank with water. And it sets off mopping the floor. Indeed, a very, very, very smart device that I'm in awe, dropping my jaw with its smartness and the way it's built, having all the qualities that a lady wishes for. I honestly and highly recommend this 850T robotic vacuum cleaner from Proscenic that I'm leaving a link in the description box for you all to have a look at. And it also allows me to get working and promises me that he will look after the cleaning process. Yes, I do tuck up myself with a blanket, keeping myself warm and cozy when working. The places like underneath the sofa, which we moved occasionally, is now looked after regularly with this robotic vacuum cleaner. I really hope you found something that you were looking for yourself as well through this video and found this video useful and helpful. Thanks for watching.